have wonderful gentlemen today in the studio that will be discussing with me about the current state of the nation. And I'm sure you will learn one or two great things from them today. I have with me the former governorship candidate for Lagos State 2019 elections, Honorable Francis Tayo Ajayi, accompanied with Ambassador Araye. I would allow them to do the honor to introduce themselves properly. Honorable sir, can you please tell us who you are?
My name is Honorable Francis Tayo Ajayi. I hail from Ekiti State. I have my primary discipline or profession in land surveying before I venture into politics. I'm a political analyst, a veteran politician, a membership card carrier of All Progressive Congress (APC). I'm an expert in leadership and human management, and currently I'm the Director General Campaigns of National Coalition Support Group of Tinubu 2023, and don't forget, I am a candidate of governorship in Lagos State in 2019 general elections. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome sir. And of course, like I said, he's a big fish here. I'm sure you will enlighten us more about the state of the nation as politics, and of course what the All Progressive Congress will bring to the table come 2023 elections.
Of course,
okay,
yes.
But before then, let me allow the gentleman by your side to please tell us himself who he is. Ambassador.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Ambassador Araye. I'm the National President and the founder of Youth Ambassador for Positive Impact Foundation. It's an organization, an NGO that campaigns against drug abuse, violence, corruption, and other social vices that can distract our youth from focusing on their future. So I graduated from the Polytechnic of Ibadan. I studied insurance. I have HND in insurance, and I have been advocating for good governance in this country and to let the masses enjoy the dividends of democracy across the globe.
Thank you very much. Wonderful. It's good to have you with us, Ambassador.
You're welcome.
Honorable Francis, sir, please tell us a bit about your background and your growing up as a child.
Like I said, my name is Honorable Francis Tayo Ajayi from Ekiti State. My parents were farmers. I'm from not too rich family. They were farmers, and to the glory of God, they've gone to the great beyond. I lost my mother when I was 7 years old, and my father when I was 16. And to the glory of God, I got to this level by His grace.
Wow, wonderful. Of course, Ambassador, quickly tell us about your growing up. How was it?
Yes, I'm one of those who enjoy a public school. Then my primary education is at AC School at Bado, that is under for local government, while I proceed my secondary school at Bado District Comprehensive High Schools. Then we have quality elementary bringing up, and at the same time we don't really experience what we are facing right now in terms of going to strike. That is going to take a lot of much time for our students to be staying home. So, and also my family background, we are not too rich, and we are always at the middle class. So, and my parents, make sure that I have a sound education, and at the same time I can be able to cater for myself. And to God be the glory today. I'm a property consultant, and as I'm talking to you, I have taken it up within myself to make sure that I keep speaking out for the voiceless, and make sure that the voice of the voiceless are being heard by so many Nigerians, because what we keep talking about is good government. And once we talk about good governance, we don't have to beg the government over that. It is our right. and we have to get it from them.
I love the fact that you said good government is all right and we need to get it from them. Okay, I would come back to that statement. Honorable Sir, of course you contested in the 2019 general elections for Lagos State. Some of us then heard what you are bringing to the table, and of course this is 2022. Can you beat your chest and say that, okay, the things you wanted to bring are happening before us, or there's still a need to bring them to the table so that negotiations can enjoy good governance according to Ambassador Araye?
Yes, good governance is my priority. Our flag bearer, Ashiwaju Ahmed Tinubu, is our boss. It's my role model, and whatsoever you meet with him is what I do. So that is why I in person believe in him and start to follow him and then support him his aspiration for 2023.
Impressive. Ambassador, are you doing the same line or you have a different view?
No, I am on the same line with my DG, because like I said, good governance is should be everybody's priority and should be what we have to fight for. And standing by Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, we believe that he is the one that can really work on good governance in Nigeria and at the same time lead us to the promised land that we have been eyeing for a very long time, and we are struggling to get there. But with his support and with people's support to make sure that he gets to that position, we guarantee every Nigeria good governance, that everybody will receive the dividends of democracy in our region.
Okay, still on you, Ambassador Olayin Paul. I heard of your speech was very impressive. But let me quickly remind you that the current administration is running on the platform of the All Progressive Congress. Of course, we know that. And then, of course, we are looking at, you are saying you want to bring on board another candidate from the same platform on 2023. What are you saying to Nigerians? Are you saying what is on ground currently? How do you intend to change it? Of course, we are looking at the state of insecurity, unemployment, poverty, and all of that. What are you bringing to the table as a party to ensure that things change for the better?
Yeah, based on your question, there is one thing I want to say, and I want everybody to know. Profile matters a lot. It doesn't matter now about the present condition that people will notice that there are killings, there are insecurity outside there. But what we are looking for is the solution. And the solution can still be found from the same party, which I believe background matters and profile matters. So the profile of my so-called boss that I'm representing and that I believe can do it, which is Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I believe this profile that he has already gotten have a lot of things to speak about him. In Lagos, we have maximum security. So, and if you can maintain that standard in Lagos, and the transformation in the security aspect and other developmental projects or programs that he has applied in Lagos, if we can, throw our weight beside him or behind him and stand by his side, I'm very sure he will transform Nigeria as well, and it's going to rewrite the story of this country. No doubt about that. The present administration are putting in their best to make sure that at the end of the day we have good and quality security system. But there are some corrupt people, there are some corrupt team that have mixed up with the real people that have the great mind of making sure that we have good security in this country. And how are we going to solve that? We have to make sure that we sensitize our people and make sure that we discover those who among them that are acting as our lovers, but at the end of the at our back, at the end of the day, they are selling us out, because the security problem we are facing and the insecurity challenges, those people attacking every places, they are not they don't have that they are not ghosts. We have them in our midst. We have them around the soldiers. We have them around the security personnel. But there are some that are giving them the information. So we have to trace down to that particular people and pick them out. Once we can do that, every other thing will go smoothly.
Every other thing will go smoothly. That's our prayer for Nigeria going forward. Let me ask His Excellency Honorable Francis Ajayi, sir, talking about the profile of the presidential candidate for the All Progressive Congress, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which he just quickly said one or two things about him. I want you to quickly add more, enlighten us more about the profile of your principal, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Who is he? What's he bringing to the table come 2023, if you like?
Yeah, my principal, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is known all over the world as a go-getter, a human builder, and the nation builder. He built Lagos State from 1999 to 2007, and that's on the pedestal. That is what we are today. There's no doubt that Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu is the only candidate presently that applied for presidential seat that is qualified. I can beat my chest for that. I can tell every Nigerians that come 2023, when he assumed the seat of the presidency in Nigeria at Aso Rock, we are going to experience freedom from poverty, freedom from insecurity, freedom from unemployment, freedom from all sphere of the sufferings we are today. Don't forget that Nigeria is already ruptured. So we count on him as the one who can salvage the Nigeria that is there today. That does not say, I'm not saying that the present administration is not doing well, but then the individualism is what is important. The home bringing of everybody is important. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a person that everybody believes he will deliver this Nigeria from every sphere of sufferance. Now, I know he is committed to the survival of Nigeria from this problem we have today. He's ready to do it. I know him very much well. I'm very much close to him. He had, a template with which he's going to revamp the economy of Nigeria. He's going to turn around the socio-economic and the democratic system of Nigeria. As it were, Nigeria democracy needs rearrangements. It needs to be resurfaced. And to that event, that is why we, the National Coalition Support Group for Tinubu, is supporting him solidly. And let me tell you this support group we are, SGT is the umbrella of about 210 groups all over Nigeria that is supporting him. If you don't see him as formidable, we don't see him as somebody who can deliver, we can do that. Thank you.
Wow, okay. Impressive. Back to you, Ambassador. You talked about pioneering the cause for young people as the national president for the Youth
Ambassadors for Positive Impact Foundation.
Okay, tell us more about that foundation. Of course, what you are doing to guide the youth, because I stand to be corrected, but we know that many of the ills of society today can be traceable to the young people. Engagement in crime, fraudulent practices. You as a person, as an institution, how are you helping to salvage that situation?
Yes, we have put a lot of things in consideration, and we have used our wealth of knowledge with the brain behind that, the NGO Youth Ambassador for Positive Impact Foundation, to come up with sensitization program where we visit schools, secondary schools and tertiary institutions to sensitize them, to let them know the danger that entails in involving themselves in cultism, drug abuse, violence and corruption. Also, we pick it up to talk to them, and whosoever that is in short of maybe academical support, we give support to them and try to reorientate them about the good life they have to follow. We have been doing that for a very long time, and we are seeing a very good turnout. We are seeing a very good change, We have testimony across the country, and to God be the glory. We are moving fine. But the bottom line is, we cannot teach what we don't know. You can't preach about the Jesus that you know nothing about. The fact remains the fact that many of us who are the foundation members of that particular NGO, we have engaged one way or the other in such acts before. So the experience that we have gathered, as an ex, put it together to let people know that, okay, this thing you are doing, there is no life in it. It's either you turn yourself to be behind the bar, or you waste your life, or at the same time you become an handicap. So based on the experience, when a pastor is telling you that, okay, I'm the one next to God, I'm hearing from the Lord, you will easily believe him because he's a pastor. You understand? When Afa is bringing preaching the Quran to you, you will understand him. So if you can see a group of people who have engaged in such activities before and come together to tell you that there is no way in this thing, you have to believe them. And we have put our resources together to support all our people. Those people that we are reaching out to, we are supporting them. We give out writing materials. We have our books that we share. But at the same time, what we are fighting for is a better Nigeria. If our own home is not secure, if we don't have good future leaders, if you don't prepare them to be on ground, the country will never be in a good shape. So we have taken it up from the grassroots level, reaching out to the secondary, to the tertiary institution, and let them know that in any social crisis, there is no gain from it. And all what we are doing is to bring peace to the nation.
Wow, wonderful. Honorable sir, recently we were privy to information that the National Coalition Support Groups had their nationwide general meeting, and we were impressed with the turnout. It was massive, and those who were there. And I wanted to tell us more about that program, and of course what your group NCGST is bringing to the table as regards 2023 elections.
Yeah, I'm happy that you are aware that we had a meeting last Thursday, 28th of July. It was a massive turnout. That was just 5 representatives from each group of over 200. So we have over 1,000 people that were represented in the meeting. And if you are opportune, you are in the meeting, and you saw the beauty of the program. You see, every song we are singing is about Tinubu, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Our support for him is of no measure. We have that program. It cost us millions without support from anybody. It was the NCSGT that sponsored the program ourselves. We didn't have any support from anybody. That is the interest we have in our flag bearer. Because majority of people believes if you can put up a program, somebody or politician must be supporting you. But we gather resources ourselves to float that program, and it was awesome. It was, all over the nation that there is a group, there is a coalition that is solidly behind Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and every of our representatives are veteran politicians. All the coordinators of each group are veteran politicians. We put them together and we control them at the center with our national executives, and they heed to our do and don'ts. And that's why we are today being invited here and there to talk about Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is our principal.
Oh, thank you very much. We are gradually coming to the close of this interview. But before I let you go, sir, let me direct your next question to ambassadors. Of course, that meeting was a big success.
Yes.
I must commend the brains behind that movement. And of course, there's something unique. We saw free medical treatment care for so many people. I know someone that even got free eyeglasses and all of that. All right. Beyond that particular day, are we having more of that, or is it just a one-off thing? Will we be having more free medical treatment? And of course, what other humanitarian activities will the APC through your coalition give to Nigerians?
Yes, my sir and viewers, I will let you know that continuity is our agenda in NSCGT. The reason why I said continuity is our agenda in National Coalition Support Group for Tinubu is that we, as a group, we have that love of the masses. What we perform that very day is from the collective efforts by coming together, put our resources down together and make sure that we achieve that particular purpose without seeking assistance from anybody. You know, many people believe that if you want to support a flag bearer, what you can do is for him to donate, give you some certain amount of money to be moving for him. But we are like minds that come together. We understand ourselves. We understand the reason why we are together to move the nation forward. And if I can drop 1 million naira and you can drop 2 million naira and someone else can drop 500,000 naira to come up with a program, and at the end of the day the program went successfully, you should be able to know that we are going to do more, better than the performance that you people enjoy the other day. So I'm telling you, the free medical aspect and some other entertainment that we put in place will never stop. We will continue doing that. The brain behind National Coalition Support Group is we are very, very strong, and we are ready to support Asiwaju with our own resources.
Okay.
And before you said we're about to round up, before we round this program up, I would like to bring to the notice of the masses that National Coalition Support Group for Tinubu, we have not changed our name from that, because we discovered that there are some miscreants around there going up and down that the name has been changed to another name. No, we have no issue, we have no argument with any other groups, because all groups are under our umbrella as we come together. So if anybody is saying that National Coalition Support Group for Tinubu change their name to Tinubu whatever, so we are not changing our name. I'm saying this live now, that we are still maintaining the first structure, the same structure that we organized our program that particular day. We are not, and we will never change the name.
Okay, well, we are happy for that enlightenment, because the news began to filter into the media some days ago about that change, and we knew that since we're here to have an opportunity to either say yes to it or no. But since you have informed our people that, of course, you still remain National Coalition Support Group for Tinubu, I'm sure that the viewers watching online currently, and of course those that will still watch this post-production later, will understand that you are still the same structure.
Yeah, we are using the same
structure. We enjoyed free medical treatment on that day. We enjoyed free welfare packages, free items, food, drinks, water, and all of that.
Yeah.
And of course, I will say this before I let you go. The security on that day was very impressive. We were wondering how come we could put up such magnitude of security agencies coming on that day. Of course, we spoke to Ambassador Samuel Eniola Adams for a copy, and of course he enlightened us on how far NCSGT have been able to put together structure for security.
Yeah.
Now, coming to Nigeria as a whole, and he made a statement that during the campaign and of course in the elections, the APC is promising us through your coalition and of course different other groups, support groups, that there won't be electoral violence that have been the trend in the past, because that's what most times scare people from coming out to vote. If I want to vote now, somebody wants to attack me or kill me out of that. But he said that no, that the APC is putting in place security platform, structure, system to ensure that come 2023 you come out and vote for your principal senator parliamentary without fear of being attacked or fear of being injured. Quickly respond to that, sir, before we meet.
Yeah, let me first of all stress the point my Southwest coordinator said about the change of name. You see, I'm on live broadcast now. Let the whole Nigerians know that the name National Coalition Support Group for Tinubu is never changed. The person who is parading himself or making a name around, is no longer a member. So, as of today, the structure remains. I'm the Director General Campaigns, and whatever I say is what everybody should believe. I'm a stakeholder in this coalition, and whoever is going to hear from us, we don't mind. So as of today, we are continuing our program. As a matter of fact, very shortly we are going to have a national conference where our principal, all the governors of APC, the National Assembly members will be in attendance. It's going to be a huge conference in Lagos State here. After that, we moved to Abuja, from Abuja to Port Harcourt. So we are solidly behind our principal. And then about the security, Ambassador Eniola is our director of security. He's co-opting the Nigerian security agencies with himself. If you see that day, that everywhere was fully, secured. As a matter of fact, if not for short notice, he would have been here with me with his people. So we are guaranteeing every Nigerian that in the forthcoming election, there's not going to be any violence. But let me advise everybody that is hearing me that you go for your PVC. That is your scorecard to vote our principal in to occupy the seat of the presidency at Aso Rock come 2023.
Thank you very much. On the final note, sir, Ambassador,
Yeah, on the final note, I would only advise youth outside there, get your PVC, because you can't be behind the bar or at the fence and be crying or clamoring that the government is bad, the government is bad. What is your involvement in politics? What are the things that you are putting together to make sure that we have a credible candidate as to become our president or as our president in the nearest future? Go out there, claim back your PVC. If the registration, I think the registration is closed now. So once you have registered, pursue it to the end. Make sure that you have a copy of your PVC. That is your power. That is the only thing you can use to take your country back and to make sure that you have that dividends of democracy that our principal is about to, float around all the country by the time he emerges as the president of this country. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay, I want to say thank you for coming to the studio, Honorable Francis Araye. Thank you, sir. And of course, Ambassador Paul, thank you very much for being here. And of course, Nigerians out there, they say no to electoral violence, say no to electoral corruption, and of course, be part of the change, be part of the movement to take Nigeria to the next level. I'm still your host, Mr. Champion. Keep watching Political Matters Rising, G Nigeria TV. Bye.